are in need. They're dependent. The equation changes, you understand?
Yes.
So the only thing, bottom line is be worthy.
We were.
And Krishna is trying to going to teach Arjuna that you are the greatest archer because you know how to manage your emotions. You are the warrior that the world will remember hereafter because you are here to even take action against those close ones who have wanted you. Right? All that you're moving beyond emotions into a phase of action. And I think if your emotional intelligence is right, you'll know how to manage your emotions so that your actions, your karma yoga, that's what Krishna teaches you. Karma yoga means your duty will be primary.
Right.
Yeah, interesting, right?
It's very.
Bhagavad Gita is very, very interesting, especially for modern times.
Modern times. Hello, welcome to Gita
For
Modern
Modern
Times.
Times.
Ever cried in your room at 3 a.m. and wondered, why am I like this? Well, we all have been there. So, hi, I am Bhoomi, your host.
And hi, I'm Amukta, your co host. Heartbreak, burnout, anxiety, and breakdowns. This isn't an ancient drama. This is your real life. And to help us unpack that big breakdown, we have with us our special guest who we really respect, Dr. Rajesh Savera, an Ayurveda physician, a psychotherapist, and a counselor. And he's someone who actually knows how to bring together mental health, Gita, and your life.
Well, Doc, before we begin, we don't want any heavy ज्ञान, okay? We are just here to know अगर दिल टूटा हो, दोस्ती खत्म हो गई हो, किसी ने धोखा दे दिया या बस लाइफ में वो वाइब नहीं आ रही है, तो क्या गीता इस सब के बारे में कुछ सिखाता है?
Of course, गीता मतलब वो गीत जो सदियों से गूंजता आ रहा है, उन मुसीबतों में जो एक सहारा बन के हमें वो आशा के पल देता है कि जब कहीं तुम किसी भी हालत में फंसे होगे तो गीता के कुछ बोल भी तुम्हें उसमें से निकाल सकते हैं.
Right.
So, this episode is about those moments when you're like, I can't. I really can't. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. I will read a few verses before. So, we have verse 1.28 to verse 1.31. Oh Krishna, I see my own family here, ready to fight each other. My body feels weak. My mouth is dry. I'm shaking. My hair stands up. My bow, Gandiva, slips from my hand and my skin burns. I don't see anything good in fighting my own people. I don't even want victory, power, or pleasure.
Verse 1.33 to 1.37. Who are we doing all this for? The same people we love are standing here. Our teachers, fathers, sons, uncles, and friends. Even if they are ready to kill me, I don't want to kill them. Not even for all the power in the world. What joy will we get from this? It'll only bring guilt. How can we be happy after hurting our own?
Lastly, verse 1.41 and verse 1.44. When dharma breaks, families suffer, especially the women. And when they suffer, everything falls apart. We've heard Krishna. When family values are lost, people fall into endless suffering.
Wow. So, Doc, what's happening here?
Oh, what's happening in Arjun's mind is chaos because of the conditioning that he has gone through, the love and caring with the family. And when Krishna takes him to the center of the battlefield, when he has this, meltdown experience where his Gandiva is slipping, his hands and legs are trembling. Okay, that's a sign of an anxiety attack, a kind of a worry that's stressed in. Why? Because now he started to get emotional. Emotions have started to play within him. He suddenly sees that there is his great-grandfather, the teacher, brothers, his own people. Can he shoot them? Even for the thing that he wants to do right, he started to ask these questions within himself that These are my people. At the end, after I do all this, what am I going to gain? Right? Isn't that everybody of us go through?
I think we
Yes.
all go through this when someone like we love hurts us. We have this feeling that nahi yaar, ye to apne hi hai, itna kya hota hai. But I think again, even if Arjuna can go
Yes.
through this, we are humans.
But then you see, what is here, you have to understand that it's the conditioning of the parenting, the teachers, the friends that binds us. And we get so much bonded with that that we think that if they are doing wrong also, we allow them. We would suffer just not to break that bondage. And that is where we are doing adharma. Dharma says what is right is right. Even if it is done by our own people, we should take action. If it's your own son, okay, who has done something wrong, you will punish him as you would punish somebody else's son who has done wrong. You understood? That's the role of every individual in life. If you understand this, if as a friend, I have done something wrong to somebody, okay, or somebody has done wrong to me, and I think that is not what should have been done. I should be openly going there and telling that person, no. You can even break relationships. You can even, take those bold decisions and do not even shy away a single moment. Be fearless. So Krishna tells you to be fearless. Because once you are in fear, do you think you can focus?
Once you are in fear,
Fear.
No.
In fear, can you focus?
no, we can't.
You cannot even hold the Gandiva in your hands.
Slips,
So do you think if you are living in that fear and anxiety in a relationship,
Hmm.
you're worrying a lot. You have this always that fear of losing that relationship. You know that things are not right in this relationship, and yet you're accepting all those things that are wrong happening to you. You're being put down in that relationship. Everything going against you, but yet you want to maintain that relationship for what? You should be.
Yes.
We think a lot about others, the society, what will they think if I do this? वो एक main factor है.
Yeah, so you are still trying to suffer at the cost of trying to please everybody around you. But that's not what Krishna is telling here to Arjuna. Arjuna is going to be now taught a very good lesson. First, he's showing us in this that what is the condition and what kind of explanation Arjuna is giving. Oh, if I do this, then guilt will kill me. I have killed my own grandfather. I have killed my own brothers, my own teachers. I've gone against them. What have they taught me? What am I doing? What about the woman? And I'm going to kill the men here. All the women that are going to become widows, they're going to blame me for the race. I cannot take this. I don't want to do this. And many a time we do the same. And this thing, what we live with is called compromise.
But then why is taking the right decision so difficult?
Because you're conditioned with them. They have given you so much time. They have given you, it's like, somebody has been with you so much. He has given you so much pleasure that that pain is also accepted and agreed upon. So you see, when you're going with a friend somewhere and you spend a nice time with this person, blah, blah, he has given you all the joyous moment, and suddenly at one moment that night when you're sleeping, he robs you of all your belongings and walks away. You are the next day, you're shocked. I trusted this guy. I was okay with this guy and he was giving me all the joy. He just robbed me and you don't know what to do. At that moment, would you think, hey, he was telling he was suffering from something, he needed money, but I did not know he's going to loot me. So would you go to a police and complain? Would you, even though you'll go and search, or will you be say, forget it, yeah, it's okay. You'll leave it. I forgive him, I forget. And you will become that person that will let
Yes.
go, right?
Yeah.
I think teens also, or y'all also go through that so much turmoil, because at your age, I think it's about the choices you make.
Yes.
You
all the
think,
time.
every time whoever spends long time with you, you think you have already developed a relationship,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
that relationship makes you feel that you're safe.
I think
It's
we
secure.
confuse love, safety, for the time we spend
Spend
with
together.
Exactly. So I remember a case of a student.
Huh.
Okay, I went to train some school, and that student, I asked him, which is your favorite subject? He said science, and I said, which subject you don't like? He says, maths.
Hmm.
I said, okay, how much did you score in science? He had scored good, 80 marks. How much did you score in maths? Not well. Somehow I passed at 40.
Okay.
I said, do you want to change it? He says, how? So, okay, tell me, when you start studying, which is the book that you first pick up to study? He says, science. He says, why? Because I love it. Why don't you take maths? No, I don't like it. So I said, imagine among all these people sitting, who is your best friend? So he says, hey, Amar, you come here. So Amar is my best friend. Among this, okay, dressed are not your best friend? No, they are my friends. Okay, then I pick up one person. How is it? How about him? Is he your friend? He's my friend, but Amar is my best friend. I said, okay, now let's do one thing. I said, when was the last time you spent time with this guy? He says, never. Then how do you know that he's not your friend? And when was the last time you spent time with Amar? He said, just yesterday. I was there with him. So the stuff that you spend time with, you already started to develop relationship.
Right.
The
Yeah.
stuff that you don't spend time with, you still have developed a relationship. Love and hate are the time you spend with things. You understood?
Yeah.
So here Arjuna is already spent his lifetime with his teachers, with his brothers, with all the people there. How can he go against it? When Krishna is telling him to fight, do you think he can fight?
So we get this question a lot, like nowadays with all the teens, that how do we trust? Should we trust? And whom do we trust? So like I just want to know, like, कैसे trust करना चाहिए? How do we test it?
Yeah, to add on to that, they also say कि मेरे दोस्त मेरे साथ अच्छे नहीं कर रहे, they're not being good to me, but still they're my friends, right? अपने ही तो है. That mindset, that question often arises along with this one.
Yeah. So when it comes to the trust, I think trust is built over a period of time.
Yeah.
But so is a bondage built.
Mm-hmm.
Now in the bondage, you trust so much that you are vulnerable to be cheated. And that's where cheating happens. You understood? It's only in trust that you can cheat. The person whom you don't trust, can he cheat you?
No.
No, he cannot cheat you. So only a person who is good has to face the bad. If the person is bad, do you think he will face anything bad?
No,
because he is bad. So we should understand when somebody is cheating us, it's because we trusted them. It was not something that they were like that. They were conditioned to do that. It's our mistake. It's our understanding that we gave it that chance. We gave them a chance to do what they have done to us. And when you realize it, you still have a chance whether you want to allow them to do that or you don't want to allow them to do that. I remember a couple, the girl was taking care of the husband for like almost a decade. The guy just uses her money, everything. And every time she feels, oh, it's okay, he's my husband, she's going through hell. Okay, she has to compromise on every little thing in her life just to make sure that the relationship continues. But what is the relationship that is being continued? It's a compromising relationship. One day, you will both suffer. And that's exactly when the case came to me, when the girl said, what do I need to do? I said, what do you feel like? Do you feel like being with him or going away from him? She says, the only thing I feel is going away from him. I think, isn't that feeling what you need to support? Right? And then I told her, you will not be guilty for his miserable life.
Yeah.
That is his life. And you walking out of the relationship is the best thing because it might help him wake up from that comfort zone that he is living in.
Yes.
Okay. And I think sometimes you should be bold in saying no to things that harm you. And I think when what the Duryodhana and the other brothers of Duryodhana had done to Draupadi, insulting the woman, the wife of Arjuna, was like the last thing a man should accept.
Yeah.
And how can Arjuna forget that when he had already decided to go on war? And at the time when he has to deliver that, he's showing all the signs of weakness. That is what Krishna hates. That's what Krishna is trying to remind him. Don't do that. Keep your focus. Remember what you promised. Why did you come here? What was the purpose of doing that? Isn't that true for relationships? Why do you come together? When you came together, you knew why it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then when things change and the focus has changed, do you need to still continue? No.
No.
When the same central goal and the purpose of coming together has shifted, the focus has shifted in a relationship, I think there is no relationship. And you should be okay with that.
Then what do we do about our emotions, They come like it's then we think कि यार इतने साल एक साथ थे, yeah, I love him, yeah, we have a bond that I might not have with someone else. So what do we do of these things then?
No, your focus is what is more important. Why? Remember the day when you went in a relationship with him. There was something that brought you together. That bringing together was a common purpose for both.
Yeah.
That is why you agreed upon in a relationship.
Yeah, right.
Now that means if one of them is not, following that, is breaking the dharma, the law. Now, one who's breaking the law, somebody has to become the Arjuna and shoot the arrow, right?
Yeah.
And that's the war, declaring the war, taking the conch shell, blowing the conch shell and saying, hey, Mahabharata is on the way, be ready for the arrows that I'm going to shoot, for the things that you have done, or you're doing. Okay, if everything was in focus, in harmony, I think there would never be a Mahabharata, there would never be anything that you will have to fight for. And I think everybody should know that. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's your great grandfather, your father, your brother, your teacher, your own people. It does not matter. If the focus is shifted, shoot them.
And what do you think about second chances? Should
Like,
we
yeah.
people?
That happens. Doesn't that happen before war? You would have actually, before you go for the final kill, before Arjuna has held the Gandiva,
Yes.
before that all the conversations have happened? Didn't all the verbal conflict go through? Everything has happened. Now you have come in war, and I am also in war. Not on the war field. Don't show the weakness on the war field. Once you have taken decision, don't change your decision. Live by the decision. A true Kshatriya, a true warrior, lives by the word that he has made. Don't give it up. So when you have been hurt and you felt bad and you do not want to live with that person, that's it. And you have decided that you're going to quit. Then whatever happens, do not change. Chances are given before that decision, right? You can give all the chances. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Forgive, forget, and continue as much as you can. But someday you'll realize when it happens too much,
Yeah.
right? Then it's a problem.
Yes.
We reach that level कि बस अब
हाँ.
नहीं चाहिए.
We cannot do
Can't
this
anymore.
anymore.
Keep it all. Now I'm finally leaving. Yeah.
And when you can do something like that, I think life will be so focused. You might have relationships, you might develop relationships, you might make and break relationship, but you will not lose the focus of your life. And isn't that what is more important? Being focused in the purpose of your life. People will come and go. Things will also come and go. Situations will change.
Yes.
But your focus should not. And Arjuna is the symbol of focus.
Focus.
Krishna is the symbol of clarity. And here, focus and clarity are the two things that you should always carry in the war field.
So like you said, everything changes. So do you think people will change? I mean, for betterment, like some of them might have treated you wrong in the past, but now they're trying to change. So what do you think about that?
Good for them. Good for them. It's very good for them. What else can you think about them? If people have changed after a little whacking, then I think the whacking was worth it. If somebody has changed
Do
after...
they change or do they show
It's up to them.
false image?
If they're cheating, who are they cheating? Now there is no more relationship with you. If they're cheating themselves. Or they will find somebody else as a prey to cheat on.
So they're
It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, leave them. Understand this thing. You should learn to leave those people who are not fit
Yes.
in aligning with the focus that you have in life. When the promises have been broken, the relationship should be broken. It's so simple.
Yeah, so to go back to when you said focus and clarity are the two things that are very essential. So there are chances that we come across situations, and we do obviously, that our focus and clarity shifts a little. It takes a toll. So how do we maintain it? Like,
Yeah,
how do we
so
bring it back?
every time emotions will take you away from your focus. It will try to convince you that it's okay, na? We can change the path. It's okay, na? We will forgive and forget at this time. It's okay, na? We'll not do this time. This is where your destruction has already begun. So whenever you see that your focus, the purpose for which you are supposed to, get into a relationship so that you are uplifted, you are feeling worthy of it, you are improving every day. Like Buddha says, from a no moon to a
To
full moon.
Moon.
Right? When your journey is like that, that relationship is good.
Good.
But from a full moon, you're going back to a no moon. That relationship is a bad relationship. Yeah? So you will know that. You'll know that. And once that happens, bring back your clarity, bring back your focus, remember what you're supposed to do, contemplate on that, again meditate on that, again chant that thing, hey, this is what I need to do. If people want to be along with me, fantastic. If not, it's okay for them to go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Look at the world, you know. You look at, do you think a bee is disturbed when it's searching for a flower? When it's taking
No.
the long flight?
No.
No.
In with the clarity that it goes flying, as if it is completely assured that there is a flower there. You can imagine.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, to flap those wings and travel that mile and to be sure there is a flower is the focus that it believes in itself, that it is going there. Whatever happens doesn't bother it at all. Not only that, every bird, I don't see any bird asking another bird, where is my house? It knows where it flies out and it knows when to come back.
back.
You understood?
Hmm.
But people today are spending half of the time discussing. You see any pan stall, pan tapri everywhere. What are they talking with a cigarette and a tea in the hand? They're discussing their life problem as if their solution is going to come there.
Yes.
No, your solutions are there in the duty you do, in the responsibility you fulfill, you know, not sitting and chitting, chatting or in a beer bar or a dance bar or, you know, your pan ki tapri. That's not your solution point. They're just venting points,
Yes.
Yeah, right.
right?
Yeah.
Actually, venting can only help the little denting, you know, where you will, it is not going to give you a new, it's going to just repair a little bit, but you should not go into a situation where you need to lose your focus. And I think that's what Krishna is trying to tell Arjuna here also. And you'll see that.
Like this line, no,
Venting and denting.
denting wala. But I think, you know, even therapy, this should be a tagline. Venting is just going to help you fix the denting. You
Yeah.
need therapy.
You need therapy. Yeah, definitely. So I think that's what Bhagavad Gita is all about.
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita is to say that you should not lose your focus. That's it. And focus not lost is only through clarity.
Clarity.
So be very clear with what you want in a relationship, in your responsibilities. You should be very clear. When you're a student, what are you? You're a student. What's the job of a student?
To study.
Study. There's nothing more than that clear. Right? So everything else is a part of it. Okay, having a relationship, having an affair. As a student is a part of that
Yes.
period, you know.
Extracurricular.
Yeah, it's an extra, you know.
Yeah.
But your main dish is to be a student.
Right.
But there are people who let go of their journey of being a student because they fall in a relationship. Then because of that, the most smartest kid becomes the most dumb because he's emotionally now focusing on something which is not necessary. So what Dharma says is be what you are, do what you're supposed to do. And I think that's a very clear definition of being focused. So Dharma will always want you to be focused. And so here, Krishna is not discussing anything. That discussion was supposed to be done before going to war, before sitting on the chariot, before making Krishna the charioteer, before heading in with full confidence going in there. And after that, giving all the gyan to Krishna, saying, I feel this is guilt and all those things. Bullshit with that. You should have done that before we even got ready for the war, right? So Krishna is whacking him because he's doing it at the wrong place. You understood? Where you have to talk, you should talk.
Yes.
But where you have to do the walk, you should do the walk. You know, so where action is needed, action is needed. There is no more talking there. You understand? So in life, you should know that these are the things I can still discuss. But once I go into an act, so before getting into a relation, discuss everything. But after getting into a relationship, you want to discuss bullshit with that relationship. You should be able to be tell, nahi, bhaiya. वो सब discuss पहले करना था, अभी क्यों? Now there is nothing. Now the only thing is action. Are we heading forward to get this relationship into a fruitful relationship? We both have space. We both are doing something and building that, ultimate aim of coming together, staying together, building a family. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it was going to be just a fling, then keep it as a fling. Keep it very clearly discussed. Yeah, short term hai bhaiya, short term hai, bas khatam. College ke sath tu, main. Bye bye. Goodbye. Keep it that way.
Yes.
It's okay. At least you're clear.
So the problem is not ki short term. The problem is naming it wrong.
Yeah. Clarity.
Right.
तुमने पहले ही clarity नहीं किया. तुमने अपने ही assumptions बनाए. And see, all the F thing in the world is because of the assumptions.
Hmm.
So if you stop assuming and be clear and transparent in speaking out things, I think there is no need for you to be ever in that situation where you're, that emotional drama that you go through.
Yeah.
Basically, clear communication is very, very, very important.
That's what Bhagavad Gita is all about.
People ask this, ki what happened? Why did they change?
Huh.
Starting mein they were like,
It's
oh
all
no,
you."
it's all you.
Floods
And
and
then it changed into a fling type.
Huh.
So why do people go through that then?
No,
Do
because
they get bored or is it like,
No,
what is it?
it's their condition. Why a Karela is kadwa, why a Mirchi is tikha? We don't know. We only know when we taste it.
Yeah.
How a person is, we'll only know when we actually go into relationship. See, Buddha very nicely says that if you want to know a person, be with that person and you know that person.
Hmm.
You cannot know the person because you saw a profile on Shadi.com and this looks good and he's mentioned that he is going to be of this quality. No. Be with him. Know him. Understand him. Give him time. If it's a long-term relationship, test him for a long period of time. If it's a short-term, you know anyways it's going to go. You know that person only when you are with that person.
Yes.
So, when that person did something to you and you got to know,
Hmm.
it's because you were with him. So don't ask why.
Hmm.
That was the only reason you went into a relation to know him. And now you know him, he's a crook. No, now he's a genuine person. He's only when you went into a relationship.
Yes.
The crooks, you still want to hang around, be crooked and hang around. If you think, no, genuinely I need to continue with this relation, you move on. So it all depends when you go into a relationship.
But what about the one who ended the relationship and the other person showed a different image, and now that it ended on a really bad term, now this person is going through a lot. So what will you suggest or give them an advice ki,
The one who is suffering,
Yeah.
the one who is suffering, he should understand that he was cheated with a gold-plated, ring,
Hmm.
which they lost all the gold and it was just iron ring. Now,
Yeah.
you have to accept that reality is something that you've been cheated
Hmm.
Yeah.
and you've been cheated and
Ouch.
that's it.
Scammed.
But did I learn a lesson?
Yes.
And I thank that teacher who gave me this tough lesson. Wow.
Yeah.
You were able to catch me on a wrong foot. Aha. Thank you so much. Next time I'll use your teaching as an awareness to be more vigilant in making relationships. So it's okay. It's okay. So as I told you, you can trust somebody, he'll be the best friend, and that night he sleeps with you and robs you of everything and goes away. What can you do? You were the one who trusted.
Hmm.
You gave him that space. You gave him everything. But if you are calculative, if you are very clear, if you never gave that space that ever somebody cheated you, every penny that you spent was spent for yourself. Every time that you gave was for yourself.
Hmm.
Then nobody can rob you
But
of
now
anything.
people might confuse this for being heartless or emotionless.
With whom? That
This,
person.
no, this ki, like you should be careful
Yeah, we
about
should be careful. Yeah.
trusting part.
Yeah, of course, you should
So you
trust.
shouldn't give anyone a chance to get so close ki they might cheat
No,
you.
how do you know whether a snake is going to bite or you are not? Let it come close, then only you'll know, na? So it's up to you. See, the fact is, how much to enter into a relation is how much well you want to know it, right?
Hmm.
तू हाथ तब तक अंदर डालेगी जब तक तुझे फील करना है क्या है अंदर.
Hmm.
अगर नहीं फील करना है तो ये अंदर नहीं डालेगी. But you want to know how deep the rabbit hole is. Then Alice in Wonderland has to jump into it. Then only she will know, right or wrong?
Right. So right.
Makes sense.
So don't feel bad. It's your experience.
It's just an experience in
Yes.
short.
Yes. So sometimes you can see somebody, a fake thing can be quoted once
Hmm.
and you watch it and it goes away and you realize it was fake.
Huh.
Something is being quoted enough times that you watch, you start believing, no, this is true. After a year or two, you realize, oh my goodness, this is a fake thing.
Uh-huh.
If it is fake, someday it will reveal itself.
Yeah.
So as many a times, people have this, you see, when you want to cheat, the most important quality for a cheater is patience.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take
Yeah.
They are
Love.
very nice.
somewhere.
They are, you see, you look at a spider.
Huh.
Huh.
It makes a web.
Hmm.
Huh.
It lays everything right.
Huh.
And then comes a fly.
Hmm.
Gets stuck in it.
Yeah.
Okay? The moment she starts moving, he gets the ring, your dinner is ready.
Okay.
That's where he comes and feeds on it. You know, sir,
Right.
what did it do? The spider was laying the whole net, waiting patiently. That's what all these crooks do. You see a robber in the jungle. He waits patiently till somebody comes. Everybody wait patiently for you to be wrong on the wrong foot to make sure that you are now kicked. So you should be vigilant enough that as that person is patient enough to catch you, you should be patient enough to not be caught. Right? So everything, it's not about doubting, it's just being aware.
Okay.
It's not about not trusting, it's about being aware. It's all about awareness.
Right. But there's this thing now in this generation, especially, there's this question that goes around a lot that, यार सबका दिल टूट रहा है तो दिल तोड़ कौन रहा है? So कौन है? Who is breaking the heart? Is everyone like सबके दिल टूट रहे? Then who is the one cheating?
No, सबके दिल टूट रहे, I don't think so. सबके दिल टूट रहे, किसी से दिल बन भी गए, ठीक भी है, you know. I think it's the one who जिनके दिल टूट रहे, they are all seeing the whole world as जिनके सबके टूट रहे. जिनके बन रहे, उनको लग रहा है कि सबके
Yeah.
No, but I think when you're saying that, why somebody's heart is broken,
I think what this says is, why is everyone broken in this generation?
is because
है ना?
because there is too much of sudden expectation from somebody to be very good. But how do you expect everybody to be so good to you? What is so good about you that somebody has to be so good to you? Are you the worthy of that somebody not leaving you? Are you that, you know, देखो, तुम बट्टी की चीज को फेंक के चले जाओगे, सोने की चीज को खीसे में संभाल के घर लेके जाओगे. Become worthy of it. So that's as when you're a student, be the good student. Develop those skill sets. Make yourself worthy of it, that everybody just go behind you. Don't lose your worth. Don't lose your value. Instead, improve your worth, improve your value. And that is through making something for yourself. You know, empowering yourself with certain skills, gaining the knowledge, having a good career, not being dependent on anybody.
Right.
Also, this generation, I've seen like they've romanticized pain. थोड़ा सा कुछ they've been through a situation, तो उसके बाद they will start posting सब sad. They'll start watching sad movies. They'll start watching.
Then Krishna is doing that with Arjuna. Arjuna is doing that with Krishna.
कि
Giving all the drama, I'll guilty and all this. Why? Because he thinks he wants to be better off. Okay, should show how compassionate he is. Krishna is the most compassionate one, but Arjuna is thinking, oh, Krishna is also taking the chariot and allowing me to kill. I don't think so. That is right. I will tell him, you know, no, this is what my brothers, how can I kill them? My father, my grandfather, my uncles, my teachers. No, Krishna, I don't think so. You're right. He's trying to be more holier than thou. No. That Krishna has to then. So here, when this generation is trying to gain sympathy, trying to gain attention, because they know that the only way people will come close to you is in pain. See, you see, a friend will stand with a friend when there is a pain in a friend. When another person is happy, I don't think so everybody is going to come to you and share your happiness.
Yeah.
You see, you do good in your life. You'll be standing lonely on the top.
Oh, this is true.
This
This
another,
is true.
yeah.
You see, the best thing always are on the top, all alone.
The pyramid.
It's the bottom that is full of all the chaos and misery. So when you rise up, you'll be left alone. But it's okay. It's okay, because that's where the value is. You know, so you should understand that at times you are valuable, you're worthy. That's where people will want to keep relationships with you. And let that be based on your worth, not on your need. Don't be based, when your relationships are built based on your need, you will be dependent.
Right.
Okay, you will be at their mercy. But when it's on your worth, they are in need. They're
dependent.
The equation changes, you understand?
Yes.
So the only thing, bottom line is, be worthy.
Viewer.
And Krishna is trying to going to teach Arjuna that you are the greatest archer because you know how to manage your emotions. You are the warrior that the world will remember hereafter, because you're here to even take action against those close ones who have wanted you, right? all that, you're moving beyond emotions into a phase of action. And I think if your emotional intelligence is right, you'll know how to manage your emotions so that your actions, your karma yoga, that's what Krishna teaches here. Karma yoga means your duty will be primary.
Right.
Yeah, interesting, right?
It's very
Bhagavad Gita is very, very interesting, especially for modern times.
Modern times. So I think this is it for episode 1. And thank you so much, Doc.
for joining with us, and
Yes.
we've had a very fruitful session.
Yeah.
So this is Gita for
For
Modern
Modern
Times.
Times.
See you in episode 2.